Всех приветствую, друзья! Сегодня у нас очень горячая тема. Евросоюз собирается запретить экспорт.
This investigation was full of surprises, just like this video. Since the invasion of Ukraine, exporting luxury cars to Russia is forbidden. And yet, this man is boasting about evading the embargo whilst at a Porsche dealership in Germany.
Я разрабатывал несколько новых альтернативных транзитных сообщений для того, чтобы такие красавчики могли попадать к вам на экспорт из Германии.
From his posts, we traced the route of one of these vehicles to Moscow. The European sanctions also concern machinery that Russia needs to manufacture weapons. But we discovered a European manufacturer promoting these machines in the heart of Moscow, in the midst of war, as if the sanctions didn't exist. To dissuade us from publishing our information, one company even showed us documents that turned out to be forged. Over a number of weeks, we went through customs data and called intermediaries.
То есть вы, несмотря на санкции, вам удается дальше работать, сотрудничать с европейскими компаниями?
This investigation reveals how embargoed machines are still arriving in Russia via neighboring countries. How are affected European countries responding? Are they knowingly helping to strengthen Russia's industrial and military capabilities? On YouTube, Anton Ilievsky goes behind the scenes of his business, exporting luxury vehicles to Russia.
Итак, сегодня у нас на загрузке два BMW X5 в кузове G05, также у нас два BMW X7 в кузове G07 и два Porsche Macan GTS и Porsche 911 Carrera S.
However, since the March 2022 sanctions, selling vehicles over 50,000 euros in Russia is banned. He also has a Telegram channel where he posts advertisements and details the route of vehicles ordered by his customers. It shows how he gets around the sanctions. Here's an example from November 2024 with this BMW. It's the X7 xDrive 40i. We can see the name of the German dealer, Mobcon. It is located in Winterbach. In his Telegram post, Anton says that the car was transported via Turkey. You can see it in this video, filmed at a port. The logo on this truck is the logo of a Turkish transport company. As is this one. Lastly, two videos show the vehicle arriving in Russia.
Антону спасибо за работу. Все, машина в Москве.
This image shows the logo of a Russian retail chain. This video was recorded 30 kilometers from the center of Moscow. Here, you can clearly see the shop. This lamppost. And this aerial on the other side of the road. Was the German dealer that featured in Anton's images aware of the car's final destination? When questioned, they said they didn't know Anton Ilievsky. Anton seems to have bought the car through a Polish company. the Polish company signed all required destination declarations and confirmed in writing the vehicle wouldn't be resold in sanctioned countries. With total impunity, Anton has gone so far as to shoot some of his videos openly at German dealerships, like in this BMW showroom, this Land Rover sales outlet, and here at this Porsche dealership in Stuttgart.
Я разрабатывал несколько новых альтернативных транзитных сообщений для того, чтобы такие красавчики могли попадать к вам на экспорт из Германии.
How could the dealership have let him shoot this footage? Several minutes of semi-professional quality in which he openly boasts about evading sanctions. We sent them the video. They said they were surprised.
Zu uns hat nämlich was anderes gesagt, und weil er das Video auf seiner Landessprache gedreht hat, konnte ja auch niemand nachverfolgen, was er da sagt. Zudem hat er auch nie um Erlaubnis gefragt. Er hat gesagt, er dreht für Privatzwecke.
He claimed that Anton Ilievsky lied to him about the car's destination, and he said he intended to file a complaint. But sometimes it's the dealers themselves who are under judicial scrutiny. In September 2024, 3 car dealers in Frankfurt, Oder, were convicted. The 2 main defendants were sentenced to 6 years in prison for selling 430 luxury cars to Russia through indirect routes. According to a report by Brookings, since the war in Ukraine and the introduction of sanctions, German car exports to Russia have plummeted. But they've soared in nearby Central Asia, the Caucasus, and Turkey. These diversionary routes are also used for products far more problematic than cars, like this type of high-precision machinery. It's essential for manufacturing weapons, ammunition, and aviation equipment, and is highly valued by Russia's military, as can be seen in this footage filmed in arms factories. These machine tools are strictly prohibited from being sent to Russia. And yet, in the midst of war, we discovered a European company promoting them in the heart of Moscow. At this trade fair for metalworking, backed by the Russian Ministry of Industry. It brings together major machine tool manufacturers. To our great surprise, in the catalogue for the 2024 event, we found that an Italian company attended, FPT Industry. It produces digitally controlled milling boring machines, which are used to manufacture metal parts. On its website, there is no trace of participation in this trade fair. But thanks to some research in Russian, we discovered this blog reporting on the 2023 event. It reads that the Italian company was present despite the sanctions. European manufacturers don't want to be excluded from mutually beneficial trade with Russian firms. Therefore, the Italian company FPT Industry took part in the event in 2023. A photo of their stand is included in the article. On Instagram, we also found this other image from 2023, shared by a man who claims to represent FPT Industry.
Come and visit our stand.
These 2 photos show machines in the background. These machines are under European sanctions, as we found when we compared them with the FPT Industry brochure. This one is the Dino-Wide. It's a huge vertical milling machine.
If you want a machine that makes machines, you're gonna need something this big.
It can be used to manufacture huge metal parts. This one, the stir wall, can be used to weld metal. On the FPT industry website, there's a page on machines for the defense sector. Among the machines recommended by the company, the stir wall and the Dino-Wide. Is FPT Industry exporting machinery to Russia despite the embargo? Over a number of weeks, we searched for information on several commercial databases. Here's what we found. On February the 8th, 2024, an FPT industry machine, described as a universal turn mill center for metal working, with digital control, was exported from Italy via a logistics company, LLC Genius Loki, based in Kazakhstan. The recipient of this machine is IEK, an import-export company based in Yekaterinburg, in Russia. The weight is impressive, 42 tons. And the price is also impressive, $1.8 million. How did such a machine, affected by the embargo, end up in Russia? And why was the company promoting its machines in Moscow? We contacted FPT Industry by email and on the phone.
If you have sent it to that email address, it's fine, okay?
But to no avail, despite multiple attempts. There are safeguards at a European level to prevent bypassing sanctions. Companies exporting sensitive products must apply for an end-use certificate. It stipulates that the equipment will not be re-exported to an embargoed area. This is where our investigation took an unexpected turn. We uncovered a scheme to import a machine from Germany via Uzbekistan to Russia. And to convince us that it was done by the book, we were shown documents that were actually forged. At the heart of this story is this machine, the Spinner PD42, a high-precision German machine tool for manufacturing metal parts. In the customs data of the commercial databases, we can read that on the 5th of September, 2023, a Spinner PD42 machine with serial number AD3057 was sent from Germany to an Uzbek company, Vital Technology. However, 2 weeks later, on the 18th of September, another customs form showed that this machine, with the same serial number, had been imported into Russia, to Moscow. Did the German company Spinner know the destination of this machine? We asked them. Managing Director Nikolaus Spinner responded. He was adamant that it never left Uzbekistan.
The end user is a well-known and civil production company in Uzbekistan for agricultural machinery. We emphatically reject your false allegations.
But he refused to give the name of this mysterious Uzbek client. After we insisted, he agreed to show us some documents. So we got on a plane to Sauerlach, near Munich, where the Spinner headquarters are located. We weren't allowed to film, but we could hand copy the documents. In an office, the director showed us an end-use certificate, like this one. It states that the user of the machine is an Uzbek company, the Tashkent Agricultural Machinery Plant. It is signed by a Mr. Payanov, B. ZH, Deputy Director of this company. To convince us, we were shown a report from a site visit by Vital Technology, the Uzbek intermediary who imported the machine.
Dear Mr. Spinner, I made sure that the machine was at the customer site, JSC Tashkent Agricultural Machinery Plant. The customer uses this machine.
It is dated 19th of February 2024. According to our data, on that date, the machine had been in Russia for 5 months. Back in Paris, we checked this information. And we made a discovery. In the register of Uzbek companies, we found this official letter. It states that Mr. Payanov, the man who signed the documents for the Uzbek company in 2023, actually left in May 2021. We contacted the parent company of the Uzbek company, Agrotech Cluster. The managing director called us back. The Spinner PD42 machine was unknown to them.
Я сейчас проверил, такого станка нету, мы вообще не покупали.
То есть PD42 токарный станок спиннера у вас вообще нету?
Да, такого вообще нету.
The end-use certificate seen at Spinner in Germany was therefore a fake, as was the report of the on-site visit from February 2024. We contacted Nikolaus Spinner again to ask for an explanation. He claimed to be surprised.
If the documents are not genuine but have been forged, then this is, of course, a huge shock.
We called Vital Technology, the Uzbek importer of the PD42, who supplied the documents.
Мы видели фальшивые документы о том, что Ташкентский сельскохозяйственный завод техники приобрел станки PD42 у немецкой фирмы Spinner.
Вы какое ведете? Вы работаете в правоохранительных органах?
Нет, мы журналист.
Журналисты? Вам не обязаны отвечать.
It seems we may have tracked down the machine, and not just anywhere. But in Russia, at a company that works within the military-industrial complex, the Sarapul Electrical Generator Plant. It manufactures equipment for Russian military aircrafts and uses a wide range of machine tools. On its website, we found this invitation to tender from September 2022. The company wanted to buy a spinner machine, model PD42. It needed to be new when delivered. According to these documents, the invitation to tender was successfully completed. Is this the machine that arrived in Russia in 2023 from Uzbekistan? When questioned, Spinner claimed to know nothing about the tender. How widespread is the evasion of these sanctions? According to customs data, it's happening on a vast scale. Between January 2023 and June 2024, 39 spinner machines alone were imported into Russia. And once again, imports were carried out through intermediaries, often based in Turkey or Central Asia. For its part, the company's spinner claims that these are second-hand machines and that it has no control over their resale. However, the data does include the new PD-42 machine exported by Spinner in 2023 via Uzbekistan. Whether new or used, hundreds of machine tools have arrived in Russia over the last 3 years, contributing to the Russian war effort, which has already claimed more than 80,000 Ukrainian lives.